Hello everyone, time is running out. We are low on food. And with that I mean we literally have an eggplant, I think. Yeah, an eggplant and a little bit of honey. My plan for right now is to make the harvesting robot. It will hopefully harvest some, like, food for us. Can we see if it does anything? No, it doesn't do anything here. Okay, that might be a problem. I'm gonna go over to the new island that spawned thanks to all the seismic activity. I wanted to go back here anyway because there's a lot of loot that I missed. Still, oh yeah, there is something. Phosphorus? As far as I know, man, phosphorus ain't food. Or organic, per se, is it? Well, seeing as we are kinda out of luck, the only hope then we have left is that we, one, find a location on this island where it does actually spawn food. Other than that, there are still clams on this island as well. Let's hope they provide us with what we need. So far it doesn't look like it though. And every once in a while I'll place this thing down. But I imagine it goes over the entire island. I also, very stupidly, did not bring anything for oxygen. I kind of forgot about it. You'd think after having to deal with oxygen again for a couple hours, I would have remembered. Of course my dumb brain immediately wanted to rush back. There we go, now we have enough stuff to at least make ourselves a habitat so we don't die again. Well, good news, I found a mushroom. That's something to eat at least. Alright, well, I think with that I explored everything this island has to offer, which let me tell you isn't a whole lot. Alright, well, in an attempt of desperation, I'm gonna try place this thing down on some of the outer islands. Hope that it collects anything useful there. I kind of doubt it, because it looks like it's all the same biome. Yeah, as expected, there's nothing here. Right, now my hope is that this island right here could provide us with something. The sand is a bit darker than the other locations, and it looks slightly different. Alright, what do you got? Nothing. To be fair, it could also very well be that this thing doesn't do what I hope it does. As it is part of the new update, I haven't played around with it before. Actually, I have a plan. It does not involve this, and I'm kind of stupid for not thinking about it earlier. If this works, at least. Now, something we need is a rocket engine, but space trading is a thing. And something we could trade, or at least something we could have traded on Prime, I'm not sure if that's also on this planet like that, were seeds, specifically cocoa and wheat. Now, we have one tier-free fertilizer that we can smash down into something else. We should have everything else too. We're gonna need a bigger living compartment, that's for sure. Oh, the meteors are falling. Well, that took a while for that to happen. Been on this planet for like 3 hours now. Alright, let's craft this one up. Alright, now with that, we now can grab all our supplies that we require for a rocket engine. Alright, sweet. That means space trading is on board if we have enough circuit boards. Please let it be so. I think we did grab a couple. Really, only one? We need nitrogen cartridges. Of course we would. Alright, how did we make that thing again? We could make the tier 2 real quick. That should hopefully get it a bit faster. We don't have the power for that, however. Oh, I'll screw it then. We'll make the regular gas extractor. Actually, we need it specifically tier 2, right? So yeah, that doesn't even work. Nitrogen doesn't come from tier 1. We need tier 2, which means we require more power. But now that we have the tier 2 wind turbines, that shouldn't be too bad either. Just need to get a bit more silicon. What stuff does this drop? Aluminum? Hell yeah. Ouch. Oh, we got hit. Oh, damn. Oh man, that's unfair. I just want some silicon. Also seems like it actually dropped us silicon. It knew. Some of the stuff was kind of hard to come by, so I'm glad that they finally decided to drop. There we go, we made 2 more wind turbines. That should give us 500 power extra. That should be enough for the tier 2 gas extractor, which we can set to those cartridges. Wait, we have squash seeds? How long have we had these? Oh my god. Sometimes I'm blind as hell. That sometimes is a lot of the times. But that's fine. Now let's set this one to oxygen capsules for now. Then we don't require space trading just yet, so I guess that's good. Plunk the tier 3 fertilizer in there. Hope it makes something good. Phosphorus. And a tier 2 fertilizer. What do we need? A tier 1 fertilizer. Alright, put that back in. The neat thing is we're also getting squash, so we get some extra food. Then all we need is super alloy and a bit of water. That is so much better, and I wish I seen that thing earlier. Now, one surely isn't going to be enough. So let's get the bio lab up again, because that means we're going to need more nuggets, which require mushrooms. Yeah, that's... yeah, you know, it would be working like that, of course. Also, how hard do you think it's going to be to make free explosive powder? Because with that, we can make a tier 5 heater. Makes heat finally go a bit quicker. Alright, we got enough for 1, for 2. Heck yeah, we have enough of that. Now we could technically make one. Requires 300 power. Which I doubt we got. We actually do? Oh, we need a little more. Alright, well, seeing as this thing's going to be kind of useless for a while, there we go. I do think if we really want to go all out, what I need to do is make rockets. We need a little more power for that. For some reason, I have all the items in my inventory for a tier 1 nuclear reactor. Let's see, for pressure, we only need a bit more silicon as well as super alloy. We already made the rocket beforehand. Kinda surprising it's going this smoothly. Well, I spoke too soon. There's no more super alloy in storage, which means we're gonna have to go get some. But there should be tons of super alloy still laying about. Oh, and even some clams that I haven't looted. And one of them has a squash. Nice. Alright, my inventory is full. Let's head back. The magnetic field protection rocket. Launch that bad boy into the sky. Yeah, that boosted that up quite nicely. You can actually see the terraformation stages go a lot faster now too. And this should drop iridium onto the planet. Which I guess we may as well gather, because I haven't found many of them. And seeing as we're not allowed to drill on these moons... Ouch. For feck's sake, man. Again. And we were doing so good this time as well. How big is the chance we get hit by 2 meteors? When you're trying to go for that achievement, you never get hit. You're just trying to calmly collect some iridium. The world's out to get you. Alright, there we go. We got a bit of iridium. Alright, let's launch a second rocket into the atmosphere. This time, I'm gonna stay inside. I don't want to get hit again. Alright, now that we have a bit more stability, aka we have one plant, I'm gonna start on a larger home, because currently, I'm not really living that luxurious. Let's see, I would like to push this one forward if I can. Just like so. Then the question is, do I want to have stairs? You know what, why the hell not? So we need an apartment for up here. It requires a bit more titanium. But luckily we do have that though. And then we need a bit of silicon just for the door. It's gonna be crazy hot in this house though, because it's right next to the tier 5 heater. Could do with some walls, but for now it's fine. Let's move this thing around. I like to have that on the roofs. I think it just looks a little nicer like that. Alright, then I need to collect all the iron I have, because we're gonna need quite a bit of storage. Well, all the iron I have is literally just this. Not great. Literally enough for 2 of them. Oh, would you look at that? Coral's almost here. While I was doing some of the, the lockers. Seems like Seismic Shocks is going to be the next one. Imagine this didn't change much yet. But I guess coral can form now. Something's going on again. Oh, something over there. That looks a lot bigger than the previous island that came up. Did not expect that to happen with the coral stage. I thought the seismic shock would do it. It's also a lot closer, so maybe that's why it looks bigger. And that seems to be it. Some rocky island. We'll explore that some other time, though, not right now. I'm still working on the base. Alright, it might not look like much yet. But I transferred everything over from the old base. Seeing as I didn't have many resources, I split up the resources in different tiers. It's not going to work forever, but it's going to work for right now. This makes it a lot easier to find a bunch of the items we need. Then over here, we have all the screens, including this one finally. So we can see what we all unlocked. Interplanetary exchange shuttle, the tier 7 backpack, the quartz fabricator. We're gonna unlock a bigger oxygen tank soon. What is the final upgrade here? Cosmic quartz. Okay, that's how we get it. And there's also how we get the tier 2 rocket engine. That's actually quite far off. I will admit I'm surprised I didn't straight up unlock everything. Mainly because Prime has way more TI than you would probably need. Something I wanted to do for quite a while now is build one of the antennas, because I want to see if we get some mail. Which it doesn't seem like it, but it's good to have that around. Food is still a major pain though, and this time I looked, we do not have any other seeds. But that could become quite the problem. But it will be a problem for another day. Let's hope that this new island has some seeds on it for us. But we're going to explore that in the next episode. I'm quite happy with the progress. We went up another terraformation stage. We finally have a base set up. It looks like some grass is growing around the planet now. That is good. But with that, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye everyone.